Maybe you're considering a partner program as a way to grow your SaaS-based business, or you have a partner program and you're curious about the other types out there that might help in your situation. Today, we're going to go over 4 different types of partner programs, evaluate them by time, investment, and resources needed in order to make them successful, and also talk a little bit about expectations. Stay tuned. All right, the 4 programs we're going to discuss today is Referral Program or Refer a Friend Program, Affiliate Program, Agency or / Solutions Partner Program, and then an Integrations Program. Now, before I dive into each one, I had mentioned that we're going to be using some criteria to evaluate these programs. And those criteria is time, so time it takes to start the program, and also time it takes monthly to kind of manage the program. Second is investment, the average amount of money that you're going to be spending on tools and platforms to host and run this program from a technology point of view. And then lastly, resources. So any type of positions you might need internally or labor that you might need to oversee the program or any external factors you might need to consider. So let's dive right in. All right, the first one we're going to talk about is a Refer a Friend or Referral Program. And I've talked about this in previous videos, but let's just do a quick catch up. So the defining factors of a referral program is usually is only for customers of your product or service, not open to outside folks. And also the bounty or the commission, so to speak, is not money for referring a friend or a potential prospect. It usually comes in the form of discounts or credits towards their own customer account. And also there's dual benefit that the person they referred gets a reward as well, but we won't go into that. So Refer a Friend program is usually kind of the first entrance point for SaaS companies. It's very easy to get started because one, from a time perspective, it's pretty easy to get started. You can kind of build your own referral for a friend technology within your application. There are external applications as well. And so from an investment standpoint, it's pretty low. And same from a time perspective to start and also manage. If you automate a lot of it, then it's pretty easy to manage on a monthly basis. And then also from a resource standpoint, it's you don't need a lot of external resources to actually make it work. Now, I will say, let's talk about some expectations. So I kind of break these down into, how many partners you're going to get, how much success you're going to get out of the platform, just average based on the SaaS companies I work for. So with a Refer a Friend program, it's usually a very small percent, like less than 5% of revenue monthly comes from your Refer a Friend program. And it's very hard to scale because you're only limited to your customer base. So from an expectation point of view, it is a cost saver because you're not paying out a commission for every referral that a customer is making. You're giving credits, but don't expect huge amounts of growth from it. All right, let's talk about affiliate programs. So real quick, affiliate program is a pay for performance basis. Usually open to customers, can be affiliates, but also external publishers can be affiliates as well. There's not a requirement. And the other difference between that and the referral program is, like I said, it's a pay per action. So that be referring someone and they sign up for an account or fill out a form, what have you, they get a monetary commission from it. So let's talk about the different factors. So time, to start an affiliate program, it really depends on if it's a priority within your business, but also your development staff on how equipped they are with integrating with a platform. And to kind of back up for a second, I would always recommend not building your own affiliate platform. There's a lot of tools and a lot of idiosyncrasies in affiliate programs that really cater towards a platform that's dedicated to that. So from a time perspective to launch, I say if you're really great, it would be a month, but kind of set on a 2 to 3 month area if it's a focus and you have all everything lined up to launch. And then from an ongoing perspective, there'll be a monthly focus on it, and I'll talk a little bit more about that on the resource side of things. So let's jump into investment. So investment in terms of platforms, you're going to be spending anywhere from from $70 a month to $800 a month and beyond, just depending on what your needs are. As I mentioned in other videos, there are kind of 3 different types of options you have. You have self-hosted solutions, SaaS-based solutions, and networks. I'm going to link up a video so you can kind of dive into that a little bit more. Okay, let's move on to the resources. So when you first start, it's going to be kind of a slow-growing program because it's new and it takes time to build relationships with affiliates and really grow that channel. So from the start, from a resource standpoint, you're probably going to have a marketing manager or a marketing specialist who's going to have some maybe part-time focus on the affiliate program as it gets rolling. As things start growing and ramping up, you are going to want to probably hire a dedicated person, an affiliate manager or a marketing manager that's dedicated to actually assigning or performing against KPIs on your marketing side, because it's going to be a contributing factor to your revenue in the long run. All right, so let's just jump into expectations, right? So expectations, this is where a lot of people kind of swerve off the road when they first start. They think we'll start an affiliate program, ramp it up in 3 months, we'll have revenue going, and it will be autopilot, everything will be wonderful. The truth is that it takes anywhere from 6 months to a year to really get things rolling, to be a considerable part of your monthly revenue. And when I say considerable part, I mean north of anything 10% to 30% of your monthly revenues. So I just want to get that expectation into focus. And also, the other thing you're going to consider is that you're going to probably have an option for a lot of affiliate partners, but affiliate partners are usually 90-10, right? 90% of their sales and revenue are coming from 10% of your affiliates. So you might have a lot of partners and they might, refer on different quality customers. So you're gonna have to deal with LTV, and we'll talk about that in another video, but it's gonna be a little bit different from a refer a friend program where you're gonna have a smaller volume of referrals, but the LTV might be higher. All right, next up, let's talk about an agency solutions partner program. So what is that? And how does it differ from the other things I just mentioned? So in certain SaaS companies, especially in B2B, there are consultants, there are agencies that actually work with customers, their own clients that would actually have a need for your product or service. And yes, they could sign up for an affiliate program, refer the customer, but a lot of the consultants or agencies' work is done after they're using your software, right? So being compensated for referring a customer up front, that's great, but they're going to need a little bit more things in order to help that customer on your platform. So let's take an example. So think about web hosting, right? So as an agency, I might build websites, and I might work with clients that I need to log into their accounts, and I could be a reseller web hosting agency, but I often want to get kind of compensated for referring a customer, maybe servicing a customer, but also have other tools like accessing their accounts, or they might need help from your sales team for demos or advanced support and what have you, right? So a agency solutions provider program kind of goes a step further than an affiliate program. From a time perspective, it's going to take a lot more time and resources because a lot of those tools are kind of what you have to figure out is the right tools for your agencies. Same with investment. It's going to take a lot more investment because you're going to be spending a lot more time, building out about a partner program. And then resources, when you start out, you're going to be starting maybe with a few agencies, and then as you learn more about what they need, you're going to be needing to hire maybe more channel sales managers to work with these agencies to find success. So it is going to be, a bigger endeavor than an affiliate program or for a friend program. So let's talk a little bit about expectations and kind of numbers of partners and so forth. So for an agency partner program, you're going to have a lot lower number of partners versus that of an affiliate program. But again, the LTV is going to be a lot higher. So kind of similar to the referral friend program. Case in point, because these agencies are actually helping, reduce churn and keep LTV high for those customers they're working with. From a revenue standpoint, it's going to be slow to start, but depending on what type of business you have, you could see a huge amount of potential because you're actually very tight-knit close with these top partners as you grow the program, that they will refer more business and they'll build more trust within your ecosystem. All right, the last one is an integrations partner program, right? So this differs wildly from the other ones, and we won't really go too much into this focus because there's not a lot of performance activity. I have seen in certain cases there are, where you can, compensate anyone who's integrating with your product for referring customers, but for the most part, integrations partner programs all about going to be working with, API and being a third-party integrator to your software, right? So, the time it takes is going to be a lot higher. The resources needed are going to be a lot higher, and the investment it's probably going to be fairly low because you're going to produce your API. You have to manage your API, so some labor costs on that perspective. But in the long run, it's probably going to be kind of a self-contained. If anyone wants to build an integration with our software, then they can go to their API documents and go forward with it. So I'm not going to really focus in a lot on that. Now, some companies do have some kind of mix between an integrations partner and an affiliate, where they wrap in kind of an affiliate deal with their third-party integrators. So let's take an example. Let's say I integrate into a survey software company. And maybe my software does something completely different. And for people who use both our software, they integrate, maybe there's no cost associated with it. But maybe people that are new to, or that are my customer that essentially might need a survey tool, they sign up through the integration to be, the survey software company's client or customer, then that integrator would get a commission for doing so. It's less popular, but I have seen it happen, and it's definitely a scenario out there. Okay, that wraps up the 4 different types of SaaS-based partner programs out there. Let me know what you think. If you have an affiliate program, you're considering an agency solutions partner program, and you don't know where to go, I'd love to hear more about it. If you need more information to grow your SaaS-based affiliate program or other partner programs, visit upfoundry.com/resources. My name's Taylor, and thanks for watching.